me ask you this question quickly before you go further, because it's common. Sometimes you see a man, he's an Anglican, girl is Catholic because it's common, and she wants to get married to this man. The family of the lady will tell her to wed, will tell him to wed her in Catholic church. So, what do you think about this whole situation? Because the man may agree, initially, when the relationship starts, everybody's happy, right? And the man may want to do what he wants, but indirectly, the families or family members, they may not be happy about that decision, right? So, what do you think? Because it causes problem. It causes a lot of problem, Because I feel like if you accept somebody, you have to accept everything about that person. You have to accept their religion, move with them for peace to reign. But if you decide to draw this person out to follow you to your religion, because family is not just your nuclear family, it's also extended. How do you think people should go about this? Because it's a big problem.
So we in the course of our life, we have all run into this type of quagmire uh, in marriage. I think young girls or intending couples should always assess their intending partner by their ability to make a decision that would better them, that would better both of them, that will better the man and the woman. There's no way you will tell me that your family want you to wed in Anglican, or your family are not the one getting married to me. So, and that is why this whole question is very important. The man should be able to take a stand, and the marriage should not be by force. If I am a man and I am a Catholic, I should be able to convince my wife to wed in the Catholic. Because remember, from what the ask a man, the religion that he is going, and the man said is a Catholic. The onus is on the man to tell the woman that this is where we will have our wedding. If it is not okay with the woman, the total decision is totally for the woman to decide. Perhaps the woman is from Anglican, Muslim, Pentecostal, or wherever. So the onus is on the woman to say, okay, I will leave my religion the same way I will leave my surname. Remember, I'm dropping my surname to take yours. So the same way I will drop my surname to follow you, that same way I will leave my religion to follow you. So far is is everything, so far we are all Christians. So and perhaps the family of the woman is asking me as a man to come and wed just to satisfy their own quest. Mind you, we are not trying to satisfy their own quest or their own desire. We are trying to satisfy our desires, me as a man and the woman as the intending wife. So, and it is not equally wrong if I chose to wed in the church that the woman is going. But the important thing is that the decision has to be between both of us. It can go either way. Don't get me wrong. It can go either way. But the most important thing is that this decision is taken between both of us. I don't know if I'm able to make a point here.
Yes, I understand. But sometimes the people wedding they are young, they don't even know better. The family they've sponsored them through their academic journey, all that. And then the mom, either she's a big gig in the church, maybe a women leader and all that, and she feels it's a slap on her face for her child or son to wed somebody outside of her faith. Either, how do we go about it? I've seen a wedding they called off a day to the wedding because of this, because the man wanted to follow the lady to her church, and then the family said no, it can't happen. She has to follow him. Sorry. So it's a bigger problem, and we've not fixed it.
Okay, now let me ask this question. I'm sorry, I'll ask a question with question. If my in-law, my intending in-law, convince me, or rather, I mean, make a declaration that I must have to come and wed in the church that his daughter is worshiping. What if he comes tomorrow and come and make another request when we are already married that is not comfortable for our coexistence as husband and wife? Will I have to do it because he thinks that is what is best for him?
Okay. Father Martins is raising his hand. I think he wants to answer that question.
Yes. Good evening, all. You know, the Bible says two cannot work together without agreement. So for me, you would have agreed. And from my own understanding, that is a non-issue. That has to do with politics that dangles around. Of course, he wouldn't have gone to marry somebody in a shrine. I don't know whether you understand. It would have been all about Christianity. So now, I have this person that I love, that I want to marry. All of a sudden, somebody says, the issue now becomes if I'm wedding an Anglican or... No, you are taking somebody's daughter's hands in marriage. They've groomed this girl all their life. They spent a lot, emotionally, financially wise, to raise this person. You are supposed to abide by whatever. It's just like when you come to a family and they say, this is how we do our traditional marriage. This is what you have to bring. You have to give us palm wine. You don't have to dictate for them. And my own understanding, you have to do it according to the way it will please them. You are going to take their daughter. No, this is an adult. You have already agreed to work together. So their family conditions should not be a problem. Then your own family, it could be, of course, for people that have an ego problem. Some of them might begin to say, I'm no longer a man or something. Manage your own family for me. You should be able to manage your family, because your family will be like, okay, like me, I'm a Catholic. Now I see a woman, an Anglican, that I want to marry. It shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to convince my people that I'm going to take this lady, and this is the condition. They've given it to me. Do you understand? So for me, it's not a problem.
Let me ask you this question, Father Martin. So after the wedding, whose church would they go to? Is it the wives or the husband? Because, and how are they going to raise the kids? Is it going to be a divided religion? Like, I see people do it. This one is going to Anglican. This one is going to Catholic. Sometimes the kids follow the wife to Catholic. Sometimes the wife, they follow the husband to Anglican, or even different religion. This one is Muslim, this one is Christian. I've seen that too. Is it not confusing?
No, for me, it's not. That is why you must agree. From ab initio, agreement, this is what we want to intend to be doing. Some people who could come up and say, I trust men. Some men are not even interested in where you take their children to. So long is the best, so long is good for the children. Do you understand? So for me, it is something you would have established and agreed on how to handle.
No, but agreed with who? Remember, you didn't make this agreement with your intending wife. This agreement was brought up, by the way, by the parents.
Now, the parents, before you married the woman, you knew her religion. You knew. Now, I'm not talking about people that practice a different religion. Of course, I advise people to marry from their faith. But when it begins to be according to denomination, for me, it's not supposed to be a problem. So raising the children